Catch 'em all.
How you going, guys? Now, it is kind of raining in Sydney still. I have Active Sky Next on this game at the moment. So, yeah. So you're going to listen to a little bit of Pitter Patter. Alright, so this is the tutorial on the NGX PMDG 737. It's quite similar to the Zevo mod. This is the payware for the FSX world, and it will be very similar, if not exactly the same, for the prepared 3D version. I just do not have that simulator, so I can't comment and do any tutorials for you on that. Well, we'll do the exact same startup with the alternation of the left pack and right pack for the engines, but we'll do the exact same startup in hindsight for you for this aircraft anyways. Alright, so we're going to do the ground power startup. As you can see, it is available, ready to go, so I set that up already. So we'll go ahead, turn the battery on, go ahead and turn the power on. Alright, so we're going to do this now. So the guy is walking around outside, checking to see if there's any fuel leaks. Alright, and then we're going to go ahead and go down and do our fire test. Come up here, we double check, make sure that is off, make sure those two lights are on. And then we go ahead, double check, cut the fire warning, cut out that. We also go over here and do it again. Make sure that the firewall bell goes out eventually using that. Okay, we're good to turn off the test. Now we're going to check the bottles, so you want to move a little bit. Oh, that was a bit shunty. So left bottle, right bottle, make sure you got the three lights there. Ooh. Getting too used to the X-Plane. So you can go ahead and do that test if you really wish now, or you can do it after the APU is started, but that's okay. We've done it there. After that, we go up the back here. We can skip to that area. Checking the leaf flaps on this aircraft, we have that installed. Check our sirens to normal. Go over to our oxygen is normal. Our voice recorder is, oh, we click you on, yep, off and on. Match speed. Now these ones are opposite. Okay, so that one won't work for 10 minutes in the Zevo mod, those ones won't work for 10 minutes, but these two do. But that one there does, and that one's not. They don't, that doesn't sound exactly the same. I reckon the Zevo mod sounds a little bit more realistic, that one doesn't, but that's okay. Making sure that the engine electrics are on and cloud and closed and nothing is there. Checking that we have the wired pressure for the packs and that is on normal and guard closed. The service interphone is off, and we have so we're going to test this. Now you can't test this in the Zevo mod until these are actually on, but we can go test it anyways. Now we're going to go around to head statistics. We can probably, no, yeah, we can't go anywhere further. And we're going to go around to line and nav, on DC light, and on DC light, wait until it aligns, wait until it aligns, and then we should see a number up here. We have 8 minutes. Sometimes you'll have 11, sometimes you'll have 7, sometimes you'll have 10, but we've got 8 minutes on that right now. Okay, so we're just going to go back to the... I'm trying to right click and drag myself around the screen. So yeah, again, we're not going to touch the FMC, this is just a pure startup of the aircraft. So after that, we can go ahead and do our lights test. Before we move on, we just double check the lights. You can leave this light over here for the FO if you have the FS crew. Go down and check the lights at the top. See if you got any lights over here, you can check that. and you can check up the top here for any more discrepancy of lights. I have the overhead projector, you just click on it, pull it down, put it up. It's no problem. You get to see behind it. Alright, so we can go ahead and turn the lights off. Now you can go and set your baro and radio again. Same deal. Reset the radio to what it is. Sorry for that annoying noise. You can set it up to the 1200, 1020 for this airport, I think it is. So that's based on what the hectopascals are, or your inches are to the airfield at the time. So 1000 above the airfield. Going ahead and turning the ADF on, or I'm going to turn him off so he's not listening to you. You can have the VOR 1 or 2 and the ADF 1 or 2. In this aircraft, the PMDG has an INOP there, but you can use it. So don't be afraid. It just says INOP. It still means you can use it. On this aircraft anyway. It's just on this paint skin. It's INOP. So, but yeah, you can use it. So you can have a look at the VR and stuff over there for the FO. He can do that when he gets back. Also, the same again with pilot flying. So we're going to turn our on first, main. We're going to set our runway altitude. Say the runway altitude's 100, so we'll be setting all of that now. Because we have our flight plan that we'll be doing all that. You can set some of that. We'll turn the other flight director on. Kill. We can do the oxygen test. There's also another oxygen test up there. You can do that as well. I don't know if you can do it in this aircraft, but in the PMDG you can. Same thing, going back, checking to see the circuit boards are all good. They're not as popped out as this aircraft, and like I said before, there is a little door down here that we cannot open, but it is there. If that door is open on the Zebo mod, you won't have your landing gear. Okay. So that's the tiller there. Okay. So basically that is it. This is where you will start doing your FMC. So I'm going to do the exact same thing I did last time. Just going to put in Sydney. So first off, obviously you'll come to the ident page. I have actually updated this, so it is now the 3rd of January, the 30th, 2019, which is really good. I wasn't going to update it for at least another 2 weeks, but I said, what the hell, let's update. So I did. I've updated. Alright, so we're going to go on the area that we're at. I believe we're at Sydney. I believe we're at 56 on this runway. Oh no, we might be in Brisbane. No, yeah, we're in Sydney. We're not at 56. 56 is actually one down. We're actually in 57, 58 on this in this aircraft. So put that in. Are we? No, we're not. Oh, whatever. If you can't get the right one, you just pick the top, because the top is exactly where the aircraft is. That is where the airport is, and that is where the gate is. We'll just pick that one. Okay, go ahead to route. You don't need to set up the rest of it, you just need to get these worked up, and that's the page that you do. Okay. Alright, so we'll go ahead and we'll go down the list, making sure that we have all our lights on, so your dampener on. Now the first officer will do all of these, but that's okay. So your navigation are all on normal. Your displays are on auto and normal. You have your engine valves all closed and your star valves closed. And lights are showing. Filter bypasses are off and your valve opener is off, and you have no fuel. You can go ahead and turn the aft on. Come up here, make sure that I don't think that works, but that's on. Making sure that you have, now these are already set as default for you in the PMDG. In the like in the Zebo mod, they're actually off. Go ahead and close that. The secondary power is guards are all closed. Drive 1 and 2 are on. Ground power is available, yes. And then we can come straight down and start the thing, waiting for the low pressure light to pop up. Now there it is, and we can start the APU. Now the APU will start spoiling up here. now it's not going to. It's too low. Alright, so we'll go ahead and do that again. Now, default on this aircraft, that is down. You want these up and off. Packs are off for now. The exhaust should start spooling up soon. There he goes. So this is another part where you can continue on going through your flight plan if you wish. Otherwise you can skip the ground power altogether and just go straight down and start the APU. Then continuing on with the rest of the with the rest of the checklist and stuff, so you don't have to do ground power straight away. You can just go straight in APU. Most of my starts in my streams are APU starts. I don't really do very much ground power. APUs are on, done. So the APU is now on, and go ground power off. To get that off completely, we can bring up the FMC and go to the options, grounds, and disconnect. So that is now off. The light is off. We're good. We are now in APU power. Alright, so now for the purpose of this, we are ready to get flying. So we can continue on going down the list, making sure that our external exit lights are on, emergency external lights. We can go ahead and test our lights. Go ahead and turn them all on, leaving the probes off, anti-ice off. Go ahead and turn them off. Go ahead and test the cockpit voice recorder, done. Making sure that our cabin pressure and cabin altitude and all the pressure of the cabin is all zeroed out, and test the call out thing. Forgot to do the chimes. I am so silly, sorry guys. You can turn the lights on as well, I just leave them on auto. Another thing I forgot again, standard lights. Always put the standard lights on before the APU starts. That's okay, I picked up on it pretty quickly. Alright, so we can go ahead up here now. So I'll just go into the next view so you can see it a bit better. Or that's the wrong one, this one here. There we go. Alright, so we're back here so it is quite hot still in Sydney. It is raining, but that's okay, we'll turn the air conditioner on anyway. It's really up to you, you can have the trim air on or off. In this aircraft it's on, in the Zebra mod it's off, so it's really up to you where you want those. You got the air conditioner fans on auto, the packs are off. You can go ahead and turn the APU on and the bleeds on here, and the 2 packs on auto for now. You can set your altitude. Now this is turned on, in the Zebra mod it's turned off, but that's okay. You can set your altitude and the land altitude, like I said, to the nearest 50, sorry, not to the nearest 10. So if it was 43, you'd set it to 50. If it was like 24, you'd set it to 0. So it goes up to the nearest 50. So your auto is on auto, and your manual is in the normal position, not open or closed. If we're getting ready to start now, turn the wing lights and logo on. Anti-collision light will come on as well. The doors will be closed by now, so we'll just go out and really do that, so you can go and close those doors, make sure those doors are closed, and we will go and get ready for the startup. So starting up with the low pressure, make sure that we've only got fuel, we've got center fuel as well, so we can go ahead and do the center fuel. Wait until those low pressures are off. Cool. Cross valve, bright blue to dim, and from dim to bright, and then off. That's cool. Making sure that is on both, we're good to go. Now this is where it gets tricky, okay? So left pack off, right pack auto. The bleeds here are off. So this is the only difference in the PMDG to the Zebra mod. The right pack has to be on auto, left pack has to be off. If you have that right pack off, you're not going to have enough power to start, and I will show you that now. It's probably going to make a fool of me, but we'll see. Now see how it's going right down to there? So we'll go ahead and try and start this aircraft now. So I'm going to actually go to the main area. So we'll go ground. If you're running FS to crew, he will actually tell you that you have no not enough air. But hey, it looks like it's working, so we'll see. So it could be the exact same startup here. So 25%. Will it start? Looks like it's going to. So you can start it by yourself with both packs off. However, in the FS to crew, he says you don't have enough pressure to start and he won't start it. So yes, keep your packs off, good to go. Otherwise, packs are on auto and the aircraft will start either way. Alright, so that is already kicking over really nicely there. This aircraft made a fool of myself. Alright, so we can go ahead and turn the other one on. And I don't know about you, but I have a really suspicious feeling that I prefer the PMDG sound over the Zevo mod. It just sounds a little bit more of the aircraft's realism. But both aircraft are great to fly. I really do love it. I actually have AccuFuel on the as a plugin for FSX now, so it's really good. The flight and maneuverability of this plane is just so much different. Make sure the parking brake's on. Even though it says down there it's on, but the parking brake technically down there was off. I don't know why it does that. It just does. Alright, so once that starter valve is off, alright, so we can go what to the normal, turn them on, turn those to normal, we're good. Turn the buses on, we're good. Turn the APU off, turn the APU bleed off, and turn the isolation valve to auto. That is it, ladies and gentlemen. Then obviously your 5 lots of flaps. And basically the aircraft's ready to go. Now you don't have to have 5 lots of flaps. It's just some aircraft, I think that's 5 there. Some aircraft take off with 2, some people take off with 10, depending on the airfield. Most takeoffs will be 5 flaps. So that is the startup on both aircraft from the ground power all the way up. Now, if you're using FS to crew, you will be using the configuration as seen there. Right pack auto, that will be on, and so on and so forth. Now you won't even notice that. Alright, hopefully the FO will sort all of that out, and yeah, you won't even have to worry about it. You can have them on high until takeoff. Alright, so yeah, I'll do an FS to crew startup tutorial for you guys in the future. I do a lot of streams with FS to crew, so you'll see that anyways. So thanks for watching for the PMDG and the X-Plane tutorial startup. And I will endeavour to get out some more tutorials as well for a takeoff. I'll do also a few different landings, Cat 2, ILS, VNAV landing, and also VOR lock as well. Also, I will do a manual landing for you guys and show you what the difference is in manual landing over the autopilot landings. Okay guys, thanks very much for watching, and thank you again and again and again, and like and subscribe, and I will get some more videos out for you in the future. Thanks guys.